So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare he fails to leave his mark.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. And that gets things running. Pedro Neto. Here's Vitinha. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's had a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He's in a great position here. Diogo Dalot. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Just eases him off the ball. Taremi.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
It's a promising position. Oh, can he finish? He doesn't look too happy with that.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Vitinha. Diogo Dalot. For Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Vitinha. Knocks it into space. Godos. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. He's had it taken off him. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. He's in plenty of space here, and he's managed to get free. Diogo Dalot did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Bernardo Silva. Ronaldo goes for a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely...
Oh, great leap! Godos. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Bruno Fernandes. And this is Ronaldo. Chance for a shot! Frustratingly close. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Godos. And Taremi. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He's under a lot of pressure there. Rafael Leao. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Taremi. Inacio makes the interception. Pedro Neto. To Bruno Fernandes. And this is Ronaldo. Big chance!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's going wide left. Portugal looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Good take, and is he... Cristiano Ronaldo! And that's a good finish. 2 up now, and they are cruising. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
It's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's having a hit! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Diogo Dalot. Pedro Neto. And he cuts out the supply. Taremi. Now it's Rafael Leao. And it's Vitinha. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that brings the first half to a close.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Portugal looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break.
E vamos receber os nossos jogadores com grande aplauso.
So off we go again. Can he get it through? Vitinha. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, super find. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Good ball, and the shot! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Vitinha. And it's Bernardo Silva. Spread it left. Not the most accurate pass. Taremi. Bruno Fernandes. Azmoun. Cristiano Ronaldo being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. It's in!
Marcou para o Irão. Aos 59 minutos de jogo, o camisola número 9.
Iran cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Looking for the run. Rafael Leao. Stood up well to him there. Shapes to shoot! And no mistake. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who is left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Número 23.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Driven in. Keeper has taken decisive action. And it's Vitinha. Played out to the left flank. Oh, it's a great ball. And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! It's all becoming so easy. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Portugal visibly comfortable, now up by 3.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And he's got away from it. And it's made its way to him. That wasn't the greatest of balls. Vitinha, that's a risky ball, you've got to say. He's got away. That's the keeper's ball. It's good running with the ball. Closing in on goal. Oh. And the finish! Goal! His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Iran choosing to make the first change.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Azmoun.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's onside. Ball swung in. Shoots! No, it's wide.
Taremi clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very leggy.
Now this could be a chance. The pass is intercepted. Bernardo Silva. Rafael Leao. Nicely shaped ball. That's been cut out, well played. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Looking for options for movement. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he's had it nicked away. He'll try from distance. He's put his foot right through that one.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
He's found a way past. He's on it. Can he get away? Chance! And he's missed it.
Foram indicados 6 minutos de compensação.
This looks promising. There's the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, terrific save. They've played it short. Foot in. The ball has bounced loose now. That's beautifully weighted. Rafael Leao has it in a wide position. Hangs in across. Godos.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Bernardo Silva. Mendes wants to run onto this. Chance, surely! Now, who's going to be first to this? Backward it goes. Goes for the shot! And with that, the end. Portugal pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Cristiano Ronaldo just could not help himself, could he? 3 goals to his name. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
So off we go then. Pedro Neto goes for goal. Oh, that's a waste.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Pedro Neto. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Denied by an instinctive save.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Bernardo Silva! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Bernardo Silva really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Asmoon. Not the most convincing of passes. Rafael Leao. That's an imaginative pass. That looks a good ball through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Short changes him with that pass. Oh, it's come loose. Bernardo Silva running with the ball. That ball looks a good one. Cristiano Ronaldo. And the shot! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Aos 15 minutos de jogo, o camisola número 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Iran are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long, tries a shot! Rafael Leao. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes. Here's Vitinha. Bernardo Silva. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, some astute defending there. And they can counter here. Engages and forces him off the ball. That's a little off target. Godos pinches it off him. Cristiano Ronaldo applies the finish! Ronaldo! Superb! About as smooth as it gets. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! He has given that a lot. Bang!
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto with the delivery. Impressive jump! No, couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now here's the delivery. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Taremi. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Taremi. Pedro Neto. Godos. And now the breakaway. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now this could be a chance. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Godos. "40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Vitinha. Now that shoots! And he couldn't finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And again! So, third corner of the game. And he's taking no chances there. Can he finish? Just cruising! They are cruising! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
A case now of complete control. Godos.
2 minutos de compensação.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Asmoon. Now it's Taremi. He's on it, can he get away? No, not quite on the same wavelength. Flings it across. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Portugal absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Portugal are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. That gets us going once more. Asmoon, Bruno Fernandes, and he cuts out a supply. Asmoon, Bernardo Silva. Oh, that's a key interception. Asmoon, Vitinha. Portugal do have a chance to counter here. Rafael Leao. That had too much on it. Nuno Mendes. Rafael Leao providing an outlet on that flank. Godos. Portugal, the only team in this, 3-0 already. That has not gone well. Bernardo Silva, 2 assists to his credit already. Threads one in. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Corner number 4 coming up here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Cristiano Ronaldo, looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Ambitious ball here. Well read, nice interception. Can he spark a counter here? And this is Ronaldo.
Portugal couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Looking to play him in. That's the keeper's ball. Asmoon. Cristiano Ronaldo. Goes looking wide. Tries to play it through. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Godos. And he's had it nicked away. Has a look and plays it forward. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Rafael Leao drives it in. Towering header! Just needed better contact. He's picked his way through. Vitinha, spread to the right. Floated through. No, that's been intercepted. Asmoon. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Ronaldo. Great chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he can thump it away. So here comes a substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Bernardo Silva. Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. And this is Bernardo Silva. For Pedro Neto. And it's Bernardo Silva. Asmoon. Iran are looking to break at pace. And he's picked out the run. And he's having a hit! It's off target and by quite a way. The message is clear, none shall pass.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. And that will be the final act. Portugal really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Cristiano Ronaldo, happy to bask in the accolades from all around. The stage most certainly his. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Begley.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy Pedro Neto is a real footballing thoroughbred, Peter, and I'm a huge fan of his direct style. There's a genuine intensity and aggression in everything he does, but that doesn't seem to diminish his creative output at all. He goes for it every time.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. So it's down to business here. Bernardo Silva. He's had a shot! Caught offside that time. Asmoon. Gonzalo Inacio for Pedro Neto. He is just caressing the ball. Bruno Fernandes delivers. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Front-footed pressing going on here. Engages and forces him off the ball. Pedro Neto. And it's Vitinha. And here's decent chance! There it is!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
It's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Portugal break through nice and early, just as they wanted it. The less said about that pass, the better. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And he's managed to get free. Now this could be a chance. Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes. Rafael Leao. And it's lofted through here. Cleared away. Portugal already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Vitinha. Aims beyond the defence. And the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Well, it goes to show you there's a lot you can do if you have willing runners like that. You'll always get that chance. And it's quite direct from them. It's actually quite long from back to front.
Diogo Dalot makes the interception. Vitinha. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's gone for goal. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Oh, good-looking ball. He's gone for goal!
Cristiano Ronaldo made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Bruno Fernandes. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Pedro Neto. And it's Dalot. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well read, and the danger is averted. Can he spark a counter here? Azmoun. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's shifting through the gears here. Let's a look and place it forward. Just eases him off the ball. Tries to pass it through. Azmoun pinches it off him. Vitinha. And it's Bernardo Silva. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, some astute defending there. Oh, crack. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's only too happy to take that back. Tries a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Deftly away.
Portugal can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
He has found a way through. Now it's Godos. Pedro Neto. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Now that looks a decent ball. Taremi.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
Azmoun. That's a nicely shaped ball. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How would you review the first half?
Portugal definitely happy with the way they've gone about things in the first half. Could they have turned more of their chances into goals? They can't let that be their regret now.
Portugal just about ahead, 1-0 at the break.
E vamos receber os nossos jogadores com um grande aplauso.
So we're off again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Ruben Diaz spots it and intercepts.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Inacio does really well to win the ball there. Rafael Leao just about within shooting range. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's found a way through. Bernardo Silva gets a foot in here. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Crosses it in, and a header! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Cristiano Ronaldo is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. He will be livid with himself. Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Cleared without hesitation. Iran have the chance to go the other way. An instinctive delivery. It's not an especially good pass, that. Godos. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Godos. And he's been shifted off it. That's destined for the flank.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Now it's Godos. Oh, super ball. Oh, shooting chance! Deftly away. Bruno Fernandes. Now he's got space here, and he was quick to react. Can he get it through? And he's intervened well there. Godos. And Taremi tries to play it through. It's played through for him. He's rising! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Into the last quarter of an hour. Ambitious ball here. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And he's had it nicked away. Stood up well to him there. The handback.
Portugal are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
That's a lovely, neat pass. That is good strength.
Iran really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Thinks about the shot. Time and again they are repelled. No outsmarting him this time. 1-0 as we head towards the end. The handback. He's picked a chance for a shot! Well taken goal. We thought they were done, but never say never. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So here comes the substitution.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Bernardo Silva. Rafael Leao.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
Now Gonçalo Inácio. And it's Bernardo Silva. Now there's chance! Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Portugal now on the verge of victory. And the referee brings it to a close. Portugal pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Cristiano Ronaldo, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Portugal have done it. They're people without a fingernail left between them after what they have just witnessed.
Well, I thought only one team could win this, certainly in the last few minutes, Peter. They didn't half make it hard on themselves, but sometimes you just have to win games whatever way you can.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Gonçalo Inácio. And Dallo. Pedro Neto. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And this is shot a goal! Goal!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
Portugal make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And reclaimed it in a trice. Bernardo Silva.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he's picked it up out wide. Played in. Getting up there! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That's going to go a long way. That's going across goal. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Bruno Fernandes. Played out wide. Taremi. Azmoun. And here's the chance to counter. And he's worked it through. He's onside. Portugal already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Oh, super find. This looks promising. He's shifting through the gears here. Cross into the... Oh, good glide! He's got a goal!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Aos 18 minutos de jogo, o camisola
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
We're looking at a different game now.
Iran really will be annoyed. They failed to make anything of their lead, and it's so typical that this happens. Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help.
Takes a shot!
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pedro Neto. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! That is decidedly lacking.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Aims beyond the defence. Thinks about the shot. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. More and more pressure on the ball here. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Very nearly half an hour gone here.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's found a way through. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
What a pass. One that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
Looking for options for movement. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Lovely bit of skill. He's going for goal! And for a moment, time stood still. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. He's had a shot! Kodos. Asmoon looking to add to his goal. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pedro Neto. Rafael Leao. And the shot! Well, that is rather wayward.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
And he's had it nicked away. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's a key interception. And that brings the first half to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
Portugal are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. Iran get the ball rolling in the second half.
Portugal clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Taremi. That's a cute ball. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Bruno Fernandes picks it up out. Chance! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bernardo Silva. Probing pass. And he's there to clear it. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Rafael Leao. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. He is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know.
Cristiano Ronaldo! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Quarter of an hour into the second half. He's picked his way through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. The ball goes in. Terrific effort! Goal! Iran! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Not the most accurate pass. Vitinha. Here's Rafael Leao.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's really well manoeuvred. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Taremi. Hasmoun. Now it's Taremi. And he has been fouled there. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Stood up well to him there. Into the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Portugal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Diogo Dalot. And it's Bernardo Silva. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Time is running out here.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Bruno Fernandes. Nice looking ball. Cleared away. Portugal with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Header comes in! And he's quick to get rid. Bernardo Silva. Chris tries a shot!
Portugal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. So this is it. We're on the verge of witnessing a major shock. Rafael Leao. Portugal have reclaimed it. Godos.
Foram indicados
handback.
2 minutos de compensação.
Asmoon. Oh, that's fabulous. Now, can he find a finish? The end. Time is up. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
They just turned up with the wrong mentality, Peter. They got complacent, and they'll have to take the criticism that comes with it now.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Obrigado.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, the player Nuno Mendes is someone who's really impressed me as being a two-way player. Very confident, consistent, and always willing to take people on and get himself into those good crossing positions, and he can deliver too.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. So that's got things underway. Oh, that's a key interception. Looking for the run. Steaming on goalwards. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bernardo Silva. And it's Vitinha. Bruno Fernandes. And this is... He's having a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Spread out to the left, just eases him off the ball. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, some astute defending there. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo! A class apart, out on his own! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. 2-0 and in next to no time. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And a chance! It's hit the upright. Chance to deliver. This looks... Shapes to shoot! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Portugal have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Rafael Leao. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Godos. Azmoun is fouled. Good running, strong and purposeful. That's going to go a long way. Azmoun unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That's an imaginative pass. That's a decent clearance. Pedro Neto is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Asmoon engages and forces him off the ball. It's a pretty loose pass.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he's had it nicked away. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's on it, can he get away? Knocks it into space. Godos. And they can counter here. And Taremi. Vitinha. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Cuts it back. Can he finish? Tried the volley, but no.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
And we have our very first corner. Pedro Neto! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. That is good alertness. Bernardo Silva, who does have an assist to his name. Quality ball. Oh, no joy this time. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. It's their second corner of the game. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Iran are looking to go forward now. Portugal looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And this is Ronaldo. Taremi. Godos. Pedro Neto. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Succumbs to the pressure. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
And he's managed to get free. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Great defending, strong and determined. And we've reached half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Portugal really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Portugal looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. And we get things going again. He is through here. That's very neat. Great chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Good chance here! That is decidedly lacking.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though. That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Not the most accurate pass. Looking for options for movement. That looks a good ball through. Shot at goal! Relentless! Just relentless! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Bruno Fernandes demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Portugal find a position of real strength now. Bruno Fernandes does really well to win the ball there. And he's found a way past. Christian. Big chance! Goal! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now it's Rafael Leao. He's found a way through. That's good running with the ball. Cristiano Ronaldo! And that's wide.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
He's had it taken off him. And here's Taremi. No way through there. Bernardo Silva. Rafael Leao. That has not gone well. But he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Portugal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That pass isn't the best. Hasmoun. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Cristiano Ronaldo! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
So, third corner of the game. And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! It's a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
As if three weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Portugal are having a ball here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
That has ended up in no man's land. He's shifting through the gears here. And this is Ronaldo. Hasmoun. And they're on him in a flash. Nicely shaped ball. And he cuts out the supply. Cristiano Ronaldo being watched hawkishly here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
He'll try from distance! Oh, screamer! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Aos 73 minutos de jogo, o camisola.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Iran have opted to make another change here.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And he's been shifted off it. And he was quick to react. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Godos stood up well to him there. And this is Ronaldo. Asmoon. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Taremi. Asmoon.
That was lovely, that.
Oh, he's in! Must be! And it's made it... On the finish! Oh, crossbar! A probing pass. Nuno Mendes. Godos.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's got away. No, didn't quite have the weight on it. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Diogo Dalot wins the duel this time. It's a good-looking, impressive jump! And a neat finish! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
86 minutos de jogo. O camisola número 7.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Portugal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Looking here to chip it through. No luck with that dink over the top.
They've got to be quick moving this forward. This is actually quite a courageous move, and I love ambitious and adventurous too.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Bernardo Silva. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's picked out the run. No, that's been intercepted. Five minutes to add. He's picked his way through, and he's in on goal. And that will be the final act. Portugal looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch, and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Cristiano Ronaldo, very much the hero in this game. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me, and to wish you all a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Begley.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. Portugal have opted for a 4-5-1 formation, it appears, Jim.
Well, if you want to secure a clean sheet, Peter, this is a very good way of going about it. It adds discipline and lends a stubbornness to that midfield, which can stifle opposition attempts to play through, and it takes a lot of pressure off your defence, of course. Forces longer passes through the aerial route, so all things considered, that extra layer across midfield is highly, highly effective.
And that gets things running. And that was nowhere near his best. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Asmoon. Vitinha. And it's Bernardo Silva. Looking for the run, Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo chasing after it. Space for him to turn and look. Played in with purpose. Could be danger here. And it's Vitinha. Godos. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Asmoon. No, that's been intercepted. Pedro Neto. Knocks it into space. Godos. And here's Cristiano. He's gone for goal. And for a moment, time stood still.
You lucky boy, you lucky, lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
He's found a way through. Cristiano Ronaldo. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Taremi, that is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Can he get onto this? It's gone out for a throw-in. Oh, super ball. Cristiano, great chance! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Portugal have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Oh, it's played into the area. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Godos. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, good finish! No, flags up on the far side.
Yeah, just fractionally late, but it's the right call.
Disappointment and relief on either side, nothing doing. Vitinha cuts out the pass. Half an hour played now. Pedro Neto. And it's Dallo. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And the shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
It's a searching pass. That looks a good ball through. Cleared away. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, he's having a go! And he hits the net. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. How very smart. He just got it right.
It's an old saying, but it's still as true as ever. The first yard's in the head, and look at the way he was so quick off the mark there.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
No, he is not giving anything away. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's having a hit! Oh, he's been caught napping! Bruno Fernandes with the delivery. Chance! Oh, there's a probing ball. Godos. He is through here. Pinches it off him. Mendes producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Vitinha. Pedro Neto to Bruno Fernandes. Oh, important interception. Pedro Neto. And that signals the end of the first period. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Portugal looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break.
Vamos todos saudar os nossos jogadores.
So, into the second half. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Oh, that's a key interception. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Bernardo Silva. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Vitinha threads one in. Can he get it through? Oh, perfectly measured that. Godos. Looking to play him in. And he's quick to snatch it back. Oh, good ball! Tries a shot! That was superb goalkeeping!
Cristiano Ronaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Portugal with the corner, they're first. And that has been knocked clear. Shot could be on. And this is Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And this is Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo being hounded, manhandled at times. Oh, it's Cristiano Ronaldo! And it's there! It's all becoming so easy. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
(3-0) and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And that has put paid to that. Iran choosing to make the first change.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
And this is Ronaldo. Tries to play it through.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Pass somewhat off target. Rafael Leao. Oh, that's well spotted. The pass has gone astray. Vitinha.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Tries to pass it through. In towards the back stick. Oh, good climb! He got the hard part right, but the rest wrong.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Rafael Leao. Oh, some astute defending there. Half an hour gone in the second half. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rafael Leao, too strong for his opponent there. So what can they make of this? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Rafael Leao. Great vision. Well, played right into his path. Taremi, Ruben Diaz does well to get it back. Now, can they get him away? Portugal are almost home and dry now. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Rafael Leao, who's set up one goal so far. Vitinha into the last 5 minutes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Godos. Jahanbakhsh. Looking for options for movement. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Diogo Costa breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
That looks a good ball through. And we're done. Portugal really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Cristiano Ronaldo claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Portugal definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So, time for the anthems. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
Well, we're on the way. A probing pass. And the ball is out of play. Crossbar! And for a moment, time stood still.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
The United States ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And that pass just didn't quite work. And he's had it nicked away. That had too much on it. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Tries one from range! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Azmoun has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Iran are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Now, can they get him away?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Taremi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Decent chance! Goal! Iran! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Number 14.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Oh, he's found support out wide. That's a promising position. Crosses it. He leaps for it. And no mistake. They're level in a trice.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
For United States, after 17 minutes.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
The United States restore parity.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Taremi, he's having a pop! Oh! Fantastic! About as smooth as it gets. And they're back in front. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think you've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Iran have their lead. Stood up well to him there.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well read, nice interception. He's shifting through the gears here. Threads one in. Space for him to turn and look. And he's got his range wrong there. Looking to play him in. Goes for goal! Not a bad try by any means.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Some front-footed pressing going on here. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Always got... There's the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Iran with the corner, there first. Asmoon! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Out for a throw. It's a really well-measured ball. He is through here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Asmoon, nicely weighted ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Over to the right flank. Not the most accurate pass. Taremi is onto this, looking for options for movement. Asmoon showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
That's been intercepted. Tries to play it through. Godos has found the net here, of course. It's a searching pass, and he's made sure that's not getting through. And that is the end of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
Now, to all members of the crowd,
Either side
I'd
holding
like to
back
ask
here.
you to
It has
join me
been
in
quite a
wishing
half,
our
this.
birthday
Yeah,
boy
they're
a
ahead,
very
Peter, but they can't
special
afford to
birthday.
get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Iran are leading
Everyone
by one
please
in a
welcome to
finely
the
poised
field
game.
our
It's
players.
2-1 at half-time. So, into the second half. Ambitious ball here. Nicely worked. Deftly away. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That's good running with the ball. That is ended up in no man's land. Good ball, good take. Aims beyond the defence. He's found the way through. The ball goes in. Getting up there! It's hit the crossbar. But he's left disappointed. He's had it taken off him. And no, he's seen through all of that. Gets a good foot in there. Asmoon. Acute ball now, how can he reach it? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Pressing high and with purpose. Great defending, strong and determined. Looking for the run. Real chance! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Iran are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And now he has two. So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Taremi being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Pass somewhat off target. That has not gone well.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That's headed upfield. He's picked his way through.
That was lovely, that.
Just eases him off the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he is dashing away. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Takes a shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Oh, what a chance. And after doing all the hard work as well, he'll be kicking himself here.
Substitution in progress.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, there's going to be a significant change of approach, I think. They really are shaking up their attack now.
He's a sharp little ball here, and it's played in. Defending of the desperate variety. And the finish! It's bounced back off the post. Yes! It's all becoming so easy. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
The United States have opted to make another change here.
Substitutions taking place.
Iran, palpably stronger, better, superior. Muscular approach does pay off here. Can he get it through? Oh, he's onto this. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, that looks a decent ball, and he's picked it up out wide. That's the keeper's ball. Really fierce, close defending. And the pass is intercepted. That has been slung wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Shot a goal! And that's a sharp finish. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
For United States, after 87 minutes is number 20.
The United States may be down, but not out just yet. What a throw in. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Can he get away here? That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Four added minutes has been indicated.
4 added minutes on the board. Great vision. Asmoon tries a shot. Oh, he's been... and another try! And we're done. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Taremi, hat-trick scorer, massive game from him today. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Iran definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Please join me in wishing all the best for members.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage.
Today.
So from us both, a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary. And we should be in for something very special. Time for the first of the anthems. So it's down to business here. Kodos. Aims beyond the defence. In towards the back stick. A Asmoon! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Looking for a runner. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Not the most accurate pass. Driving forward. Tries to play it for Asmoon! Iran are applying all the early pressure.
Well, they've made all the inroads.
He's having a hit! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Taremi. It's a promising position. The cross. So we're still where we started right now. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's made its way to him. Great defending, strong and determined. Nicely weighted ball. And no, that was never going to make it. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Asmoon! And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He is through here. Referee has just said play on. Now it's Taremi. Threads one in. He has found the way through. Oh, important interception.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Godos. Tries one from range. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Iran with their first corner, the first in the game for either side. Chance! And another try! Goal! Iran! Taremi at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
After 29 minutes is number 9, Mediterranean.
Iran have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your...
Takes a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Asmoon is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Well, there's the clearance. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And he's been shifted off it. Nicely shaped ball. And he was alert to it. Distributed tidily. Gets a good foot in there.
Iran really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.